There is growing hope a Tamil family at the centre of a long-running immigration debate could be freed from detention as early as today. Let's go live to Canberra now. We're joined by Jonathan Lee. Jonathan, good morning. Is there any sign of an announcement?
Well, Pete, good morning to you. Good morning to the viewers. We certainly are watching closely that announcement, if it is to come, and it's expected to come, will come from the new Immigration Minister Alex Hawke. Of course, this family has been on Christmas Island Detention Centre since August 2019. It all came to a head when young 4-year-old Tharnicaa was rushed from Christmas Island Detention Centre to Perth Children's Hospital for emergency treatment. She had pneumonia and also a blood infection. Now, Alex Hawke is trying to deal with this situation, which has come to a head. It certainly is an ugly situation for the coalition, at least. Certainly ugly for the family, who's desperate to be sent back or get back to Biloela, where they were openly welcomed by the local community in central Queensland. Alex Hawke, though, is considering whether to lift a bar that prevents the family applying for non-refugee visa. The Prime Minister has also said that offering a pathway to permanent resettlement was not the government's policy. So we don't yet know what their version of freedom and being reunited will look like. Here's a taste of what Anthony Albanese and also Michael McCormack, the acting Prime Minister, have had to say in the past 24 hours, Pete.
This is not a threat to our national sovereignty. This will not restart the people smuggler trade any more than when ministers have intervened for nannies and for people who have connections with the Liberal and National parties. That didn't start the trade either.
We'll make an announcement on the future of the family, and I'm hopeful that it's going to be a good decision for the family. This has been a very, very difficult and challenging position for all concerned.
Well, Jonathan, the government is being urged to fast-track the new submarine program.
Yeah, but we're going to know a lot more about this in the next 48 to 72 hours when our Prime Minister gets over to France. It's all about piling the pressure on the French to fast-track the process of building our future attack-class submarines. The problem we have is our Collins class is supposed to go out of service. We're now spending, in effect, $10 billion to refit them and keep them in operation for the better part of a decade longer each. Now, the new subs were supposed to come on board in 2026, towards the end of this decade. It's now thought they're not going to come on board, or at least the first one isn't going to come on board until mid-2034. The government trying to work out a way to get that first submarine much sooner, perhaps 2030, and then get at least 8 of the 12 submarines by the end of the decade. This is all about Australia taking on more pressure, more responsibility, and heaping the pressure on the French to really focus on the program. They're trying to get their own submarines done at the moment. We want them to look at ours and fast-track the process. We'll hear a lot more over the next 72 hours, Pete.
Jonathan, thank you.